Hey folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is The Devil's Red Bride, Issue 1 by Vault Comics. Now there is murder, killing, blood, a lot of blood, fighting, violence, war, and, more violence. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Although, I guess it's violence of war, but yeah, violence. Right, spoilers. Alright, so let's start with the names. So the writer is Sebastian. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'll leave it down below. The artist is John Bivens. Don't know, probably botched that. Colorist is Iris. Monahan, probably botched that too. And letterer is Jeff Powell. As always, all of these names will be down below in the description. Alright, now on to our story. Alright, so the story happens during 16th century Japan. You have this clan, which of course I can't remember the name of. There's this one clan that's taking over, killing other clans, taking control of properties. And we have we focus on Clan Origami that are fighting them. And yes, they're fighting them. Other clans are fighting them. So our story starts with the dad, Lord Origami, telling his son, the duties of samurais, about war, explaining all these things to him. Now I'm gonna show you the first page, right here. Still gonna do my editing for this, so then you start telling me these things. All right, so we have the first page of art, which is it's not bad art, although I'm just saying this first page, it's kind of funny. In some panels, it looks almost comical. I know it's not meant to be comical, but it kind of does. It's just one face there, just kind of made me laugh. Right. So yeah, you can see it's showing there's some violence in there. Don't worry, it's cartoony, YouTube. Now we see the mask, and now we move on to our second and third page, which is all I can show. So you see we have the dad telling all this to his son, which I don't know how to pronounce his name, of course. Which at first I thought he was a girl. I thought it was two daughters. But anyway, explaining it all to his son, and his son is kind of... It's quite clear he's the gentle type, the type to just... I don't know, maybe it would be better just being a poet, or, not do something difficult in life, as I progressed reading this. Right, anyway, then his daughter, the sister, I don't know if they're brother and sister or half brother and sister, because there's a stepmom. Anyway, the daughter, Ketsuko? Probably botching her name, but yeah, Katsuko gets in. She wants to, help with the war effort. I do wonder if the dad ever wished that she was born a boy, so he could, give her the position. Because between her and her brother, she's the one that should be in charge. It's quite clear. But before they can continue the conversation, her stepmother comes in, tells her to stop, to know her place, and then they leave. And then it jumps 3 years, and then it jumps. And then we continue. We move on to the war. They're warring. The soldiers of Lord Origami are waiting. It's their young lord's first battle, and the strategy was that they attack them. It looks like they're about to be killed all, but then suddenly the Red Devil, just supposed to be the sun, that comes out marching in the armor and everything, Shame I can't show you. It looks pretty cool. Right, so he marches on. He charges, and he makes the... I wish I could remember the name of this clan. What was their name? It started with a K. I don't think even if I remembered, I would be able to pronounce it. Right, so the Red Devil of the Origami clan drives them away. Then we move forward 3 years later. Now, the thing of this is based on the summary. Like it says, because the clan does get destroyed. They're all massacred except the daughter, Katsuki, was actually she was fighting in that first battle. She was wearing the armor and everything. And so 3 years later, she's wandering alone. I think, looking for a chance at revenge. Which I know it's a stupid nitpick, but it said like years later, and I imagine, maybe like 10 years later, like a whole decade, or maybe even longer. But it's like 3 years. Could they just write 3 years later? Or a few years later. I know it's stupid, but just... You can't really say, like, years later. I would imagine a long time, Anyways, sorry about that. Alright, let's continue. So, right, we move forward 3 years. We got this Ronin who's being, sitting in a... Not a pub, I guess an inn, maybe? Anyway, he's drinking, he's got his servant lady. He's about to start a fight because some men are disgracing samurai by saying all they're good for is finding a sake on their body. Then she prevents him, his servant lady prevents him from attacking them. Not that he could have done it, he said, let's be honest, he's very drunk. Then we meet Katsuki. She's walking in a red kimono and a hat. She approaches him. He's about to hit his servant lady. Katsuki offends him. And he's like, I'm going to teach you a lesson. But before he can even do anything, she kills him. She kills him quite horrifically. All his guts are spilled out. It's really cool. Of course, the servant lady is in distress, even though it does seem like he was abusing her. Now, a man appears out of the shadows after she helps her calm down and lets her drink. Now, the thing is, this Ronin was supposed to guide the remaining members of another clan that was also destroyed, massacred, and their leader was forced to commit seppuku, or, forced to kill himself. And they needed this Ronin to guide them because now they have the perfect opportunity to get revenge. To get the lord of this clan that's killing everyone. He's about to go on this road and he needs someone to guide him over the mountains. And, now he's dead because Katsuki killed him. So now they're saying to his servant lady that now she must lead them because obviously the other guy can't. As you see, it looks like Katsuki says before she killed him, she said, "Let me in." So I wonder what she has done since in those 3 years. Anyway, they come to an agreement. The servant lady doesn't want any more blood to be spilled, so she said she will go. And Katsuki is going to accompany her as well. She's going to follow them. Because she also wants revenge. She lies and says that her father and brother served Lord Origami. Not telling them, of course, that she is the daughter of Lord Origami. And she also, for some reason, she injures her right arm. She cuts into it. So something interesting. And then it looks like we go again back to the past, although they don't tell you I just said in that one scene 3 years later. I wish they would be consistent. But yeah, so we go. I guess we go back after that, back to that first battle. Katsuki in the armor, she says, "I'll go ahead," and she goes into a tent where their camp is, and she knocks on a wooden chest, a big one, where her brother is hiding. And they switch places. She helps him put on the armor. Again, we see more evidence of him, being, "Oh, I don't want to wear, you need to hurry, put on the armor before they come back." And he said, "Oh, but it's so hard. And then can I not wear the mask? It's uncomfortable." But basically, this boy is not meant for war. He's meant to be home writing poetry, I think. It's just not for him. But it looks like he and Katsuki are working together. And he even tells her, "I don't know what I would have done without you." And then, she says, "We need to protect our home and our people." I wonder if at this point, Lord Origami was maybe killed. I mean, perhaps. I would imagine. Because I'm just trying to think. Katsuki couldn't have, possibly disappeared out of the household without anyone noticing. I would take it. So maybe their parents were murdered. Perhaps, or the father was in on it. Probably not, though. But anyway, it concludes with her saying, you do it in your way and I'll do it in mine, no matter the cost. So that's how it ends. Now, I do have to say, one thing that kind of took me out of the story was the language. Because they kind of talk to most of the time like, modern people of today. And I don't know, again, and this would have been translated from Japanese, but I don't know, I guess maybe it doesn't really matter, but I think it would have been better if they at least somewhat more talked like they would in the 16th century. But, again, maybe just a stupid nitpick. Now, I did like the art in some places, and others it looked really terrible, I think. Well, not terrible, but, not the best. But again, overall, I quite liked it. Especially like the drawings with the armor. Those, I think, were very good. So yeah, the art is good. The art is good. I must say, there's no ads in this comic, which I really loved. You just go in and there's no ads for something dumb to buy. Always a plus. The cover is okay. Not in particular care. But yeah, overall the story does seem interesting. I was interested. I think I'll definitely get this when it comes out in trade paperback, I hope. And I want to read it, but not really badly. But still, it was interesting. I definitely want to see where this would go. Would Katsuki get her revenge for her clan? And I also want to find out how the massacre went. How is it that Katsuki managed to escape it? And did she make a deal with the devil? Her father, by the way, talks about making a deal with, letting demons into you. And how it will never leave you, not in this life, not in the afterlife. So it is interesting to see how it continued, not continued, how this came to be, how she's still alive, and that man who wants to get a revenge for his general, he recognizes her by her sword technique that she used to kill the Ronin. So yeah, overall an interesting story. I enjoyed it. I will pick up the trade paperback when one hopefully comes out. I don't know how long the series is meant to be. I did actually. I went today to previews to check out some of my stuff, and for some reason I had on pre-order the 4th issue, so this already has 4 issues, but I didn't see when it was supposed to come out. But yeah, okay, it looks like so far there's 4 issues. I don't know how long it will be. Alright, alright, 15 minutes. Alright, so yeah, overall I enjoyed the story. I think if you like samurais and, stories of the different centuries, I think you'll enjoy this. It's cool. That's coughing. I think he approves, maybe. So yeah, this was good. Bless you, Dad, even though you can't hear me. Alright, so that is it, folks. Let me know if you read this one. What do you think of it? If you have read it, and that is it. Bless you, Dad. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye. No third sneeze. A shame. Bye.